Late Night in Hollywood.
Late Night in Hollywood. Late Night in Hollywood.
From Los Angeles, California, you're listening to Late Night in Hollywood with Ari Manez and Michael Lenoci.
My dog is at home.
I have a dog up home.
What kind of dog do you have?
Bichon.
Dijon?
You have a Hollywood.
Dijon? A
Your dog-
Bichon.
Oh,
You have a Hollywood dog.
Bichon Frise.
what's
He's a
Bichon?
shelter dog. I got him in San Pedro. Did the podcast start?
Yeah, it's recording.
Yeah,
So this is the podcast?
it
Might
started.
be. It could
All right.
be.
Yeah, listen.
Warn everybody I'm high because like you're gonna ask me a question about like, hey, you have a funny story with a girl, and I'll be like, you guys had that bacon portobello mushroom melt at Wendy's? That's what gonna be all my answers.
All right, Adam Rice.
So good. Did you just say Adam Rice so I would do the impression? You're such a fucking idiot.
You ever take mushrooms when you were a kid?
Once when I was a kid, no. I don't know where to get mushrooms out here. The only time I did mushrooms was in Thailand at a full moon party on Koh Phangan Island for New Year's a couple years ago, and they had
Jesus.
mushroom shakes. I don't even like. So it was just like this fucking kind of tasty shake. I think it was chocolate. I can't remember. I was pretty drunk, but
What?
it was fucking fun.
Damn.
Can we rewind? The only time, first of all, that's like the best time
Yeah,
ever.
no, I think it
was
was.
Yeah, it
taking
sounds
mushrooms in
epic.
Thailand.
It was such a fucking great party.
By the way, it was a full moon, so there were werewolves.
No, it's called a full moon party. They do them every month, but New Year's is like a big one. People from all over the world come to the same beach. You have to like walk through the woods to get to it. And then everyone has like body paint on, like neon body paint, and they have like buckets. You order. You go to like all these places that have buckets that you drink out of. Like you either get the bucket comes with like Red Bull, Sprite, and vodka, or like Red Bull, Jack Daniels, and Coke or something. And everything has Red Bull because they want to like stay up all night and party. People are just peeing in like the ocean. It's hot. It's fucking New Year's. It's fucking the best New
Hot.
Year's ever. Like hot. Like it's fucking like 85 degrees out.
Was
you-
everyone on mushrooms that was there, or just
No,
select
no
people?
No, I think a lot of people were. But I mean, it wasn't like you didn't have to fucking take mushrooms at the there's a door. Hey man, take your mushrooms and go to the full moon party. But I'm not into mushrooms. I just like drinking.
Then get the fuck
well,
out.
you got to go to another island in Thailand.
That's funny.
It's Will Forte working the door. Well, then you're just gonna have to go to the island. What?
Who'd you go with?
My buddy Ian. Dude, the way you said who you go with and you're kind of like stroking that
Who'd you
thing
go
like
with?
you're jerking off the mic stand. That was so fucking
It's
weird.
so good that this is live and people can see what I'm doing.
Live.
Live from studios.
That would have nothing to do with them seeing you. If it was
I know. It doesn't matter.
video.
So you went with Ian.
What would
He-
live or not have to do with it?
Uh,
Huh?
Why are we? Listen. How's Ian doing?
Ian? Oh, my buddy?
Yeah. How's he doing?
Are you not? You said you're not high?
I'm
Your
not.
eyes look so fucking ridiculous.
I'm not high, man. If I get high, watch. I'll.
Are you Edward Cullen? What's happened to the fucking whites
Don't
of your
know
eyes?
the reference.
Twilight?
Oh, I don't.
Oh,
well, I,
Did
I
you
don't
fart?
watch that shit.
That was
no, that
so-
was the chair.
That was the chair?
Yeah.
Squeaky chair.
I thought that I was like, they would sound like somebody where there's nobody farted. Like there's a ghost listening to the podcast just ripping ass.
What
All right. What was your question?
Wait, I was pretending I knew Ian. I was like, "How's Ian doing?"
Oh.
Well,
Yeah, you play a lot of weird games with the guy after I get high to do the podcast.
Well, 'cause
no,
I'm
I was
fucking
pretending
with
to
you.
know your friend. Where's the back to this couch? What the fuck, dude?
Hey, the
Who's
couch
this
is
for?
normal.
Somebody with a fucking
man,
2-foot torso and 8-foot fucking legs?
This
It's
was
a-
actually made for NBA players.
It's made for, when people come over and they want to spend the night. They say, "Hey,
Yo,
can I crash on the
It's
couch?"
actually
Perfect couch.
it was on Honey I Shrunk the Kids and they blew it up.
Dude, this is so
You look-
weird.
you look
Now
so
I scooted
short.
back and like honestly, I'm so uncomfortable. My fucking my boxers, you guys can't see, are cutting in between my balls.
You look
now.
so short right now. What are you,
This is
5'6"?
so weird.
You're like a 5'6" human.
How
That
is there
sucks.
something in my pants?
How do you do stand up
get
and
it.
you
we
be
create a
5'6"?
unique environment
I'm
here.
not 5'6".
You're 5'6" by look at you sitting on this couch. You look like you're 5'6".
You can't keep referencing visual shit on a podcast, dude. No one's gonna know what the fuck you're talking. Like, say it
Michael's
once,
new.
and they're like, "Oh, I bet it's something like this." You don't just fucking hammer it home
Yo,
forever.
when did you get a hat that matched your pants? What did you? Did that
Am I
come?
wearing a hat?
You didn't even know. you
Oh
were
my
wearing
god!
a
Oh
hat?
yeah, I
You
forgot.
are high.
Yeah. I know this hat's awesome because it's corduroy,
Did you
and
know
then I
you're
wear
wearing-
and then I wear the corduroy pants.
Yeah. Did you? By the way, did you know you're wearing clothes too?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I feel like my dick is fully exposed because I'm high.
I feel like you take showers with your clothes on.
Dude, I don't. Is this? Are there any questions, or do you
I,
just do bad crowd work with
I,
me? Just do shitty fucking off the cuff stuff.
I met you a few months ago at Flappers, and when I met you, you were talking about you had a game show idea or a reality show idea, and it actually included Michael Lenoci. in the idea.
Oh, that's when I was talking to KT.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what was that fucking idea? It was something about like
Battles.
No, yeah, it was about because
Yes.
KT was like, hey man, he goes, you like calling people out, man, like telling about me.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, and he's like, you love that shit, man. He goes, you just can't fucking not call somebody out. I go, they're fucking doing stupid shit. It's so obvious. And then KT's just like, yeah, you just gotta fucking let that shit go, man. He's like, and he goes, there's got to be like some sort of show you can do. And then we're trying to think of shows. And then and then we're talking about shows. And I think I somehow got into a show where it was like, I would be like the ref, and people like I would go talk to you, like because you and KT had like that weird thing, or whatever, like a weird like falling out or whatever, and so like I would go to you and be like, hey, so what happened? And you tell me the story, and then I go to KT and like, hey, what happened? You say the story, and then so like. Fucking, I could just call you and be like, "Oh, really, dudes?" Because I remember like the funniest shit. Like I won't get into that story.
That's a good.
I don't know if it's a full show. It's like what I don't know. It feels like a segment on a show, maybe. I don't know. Anyways,
you get both sides of the story.
Yeah, and then I fucking call you guys out, and then you guys meet, and I fucking like go like, "Oh, it's a fucking good point." It's just not a show, dude. Like maybe it's like a web series. But anyways, I forgot my point, dude. Something about you. Oh yeah, when you told me the story about what happened with you and KT, like I won't get into it. This guy, like I already heard the story from KT. Lenoci left out so many key parts. He's like, and then it was like, look, like even if I didn't know either one of these guys, I would know you were full of shit because you would tell someone's telling a story, and they're just like, yeah, man, okay, so we were out, right? And then he's like being weird, and I was like, you didn't even say shit. And KT told me exactly what happened, and then you were just like, I did it like nothing, dude. Like I did a thing, and then I was like, whoa, dude, slow down. And you're trying to move on. You're trying to move on from key parts. So I was just like, well, I go, was it like this or was it like this? And you're like, it was like, and you weren't fucking saying it.
It was like this.
Dude, I don't need to show me now. We all know who told the truth, the full story.
Well, either way,
you were like the worst cliff notes ever of your own story.
Either way, from the outcome, you're like, I still don't see a big deal. That was a fun.
I totally
fun night,
do. At one point, Lenoci he ends the story with, yeah, and he's being fucking all weird. He doesn't want to be friends. And I go, didn't you like slam his door and say, hope you die? And Mike goes, okay, yeah. And I'm like, well, why do you want to be friends, dude? You're acting like a 6th grade girl.
Well,
I hope you die. He wasn't wasted,
I was
though.
Wasted. Everyone else was wasted.
Lenoci's second. That was me, my fresh. I didn't drink in high school.
I don't really drink much.
Dude,
either,
no,
so
but you're in the same mindset I was in. I didn't drink all through high school or like anything. I didn't do any drugs or anything. And then when I went to college one year, like I started drinking. Like not like I had a drinking problem, but I would drink like like when people went to party stuff. And I used to be like the way you still are, like where the next day like, I would do dumb shit. I would get too drunk and I would have myself.
I would do that all the time.
Yeah, so then people would be like, "Oh, you fucking really do like last night? That girl, you're gonna apologize?" I'm like, she fucking knew I was drunk. like that was my excuse. They knew I was drunk. That's why I don't. So they shouldn't be like weird about it.
Because when I drink, I have so much fun, and then like I don't think about anyone else, and that's
so
why
much fun.
you kind of grow out. That's how I was like that in college. I could tell you so many fuck up stories in college. Oh
yeah.
Man, getting kicked out of bars.
But my point is like I never felt remorseful about what I did because I felt like it was all under the umbrella of like I was drunk, so no one should give a shit at all.
You're right.
Like it's like I didn't like steal their car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're just like,
I just
dude,
totally
I was
offended people.
We should go talk to young alcoholics.
Why?
To tell them that they're.
Yeah, dude, I'm the guy they should send.
Well, why? I mean, other than that, you're getting high right now. I don't think it's a big deal.
Getting high. I'm there, bro.
And now you're on a hidden camera
reality come out
show.
Dude, I don't like calling them reality shows when we're acting, but they are technically. You're right.
Hidden camera, maybe
like
reality,
a prank show.
maybe prank show.
It's a prank show
Geoff,
on MTV.
What do you think about my shoes?
They're nice, man.
No one can see your shoes. You can't talk about your shoes.
Why is your whole podcast visual shit that no one fucking
because
is
you
see.
Can visualize this by hearing it's Nike Miami Dolphin Nike shoes.
We're not giving out
everyone
free plugs
just clicked stop.
We're not giving out free plugs
unless
here.
You're from Florida.
I was just going into plugging his new show because we're going to release it after the promo.
Right now.
That's what people want to hear
Release it after the promo.
Nobody's like, oh my God, Geoff Keith, let me listen to his new show coming out. Play.
What? This is more of the horrible crowd work. It's like, am I just the audience and you're just like, I mean, if I can rip on this guy,
let's just bring it.
Go for it. Hey man, when you get that hat, you know
Geoff,
it matches your pants. I'm like,
Geoff,
yeah, I bought all this shit and I put it on. Like I know what I'm wearing.
Did you fly a Cessna here with that jacket? Come on,
dude. Hey, yeah, your listeners are really gonna get that one. What the fuck are you doing?
I think he just gets high.
Is this a naturally? Why? Yeah, why am I the high one? And
you insisted that you needed to, so I was like, fine.
No, I was in a fucking bad mood, man.
What's have you ever?
Why are you in a bad mood?
What?
I don't want to say any names, but a certain celebrity told me he's going to put me on stage tonight, and I wait around and watch an entire stand-up show, and I don't like sitting around and watching a fucking stand-up show.
Hey, but you know what? Now he owes you for next time.
Yeah, I don't think he feels that way. He didn't even say goodbye. It was weird. And he's the one that asked me if I want to go up.
Well, that's
for the
Yeah,
listeners
that's
out there. You listening, girl who's obsessed with Lenoci. Thanks for listening. I just feel like there's this one girl like, Michael's got a new thing.
Michael would love that. I don't think that's happening at all.
Michael's crazy. You just get like mail, like fucking the podcast, always like a different email
You'd be
address.
surprised, man.
It's the same
I get
chick.
these weird pokes. Trust me. There's a weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
weird
that's
poke.
what we
There's a
tell
weird-
people.
You know what? There
At
is.
the end of each episode, instead of following us on Facebook or Twitter, just poke us.
You know
Let us
what?
you're
That's funny.
listening.
I just
Poke
realized that we said we do that.
Yeah.
This girl won't stop poking me, and she's. All right, let me tell you the story. All right, so in my neighborhood, growing
Please
up as a
do.
little kid,
Guy who says what he's going to do before he does it.
All right.
You're telling a story and you go, hey,
All right,
let
what
me
are
tell
you
you the
gonna- let me
story.
tell it.
No, actually, let's just be silent for a while for the podcast.
That's funny. Anyways, so I'm growing up as a little kid. All right.
Oh, is that what you do when you're a little kid?
Yeah.
Can you put a fucking real sentence together?
No.
I'm growing up as
I'm
a little
growing up
kid.
as a little kid in my neighborhood.
Oh, you weren't getting smaller when you
No,
were younger?
crazy. This is see how I'm good. I get you going. See, this is good. All right, so
Yeah, you're a good setup guy.
I'm a good setup guy.
Make no sense.
I know. I do it on purpose. It's how I was programmed.
And I'm the call out guy,
Yep.
so I can't let anything.
It's sorry.
Okay,
It's
go
fine.
ahead.
I do it for everyone. I make.
I feel like
everyone
I'm ruining
funny.
your podcast. I'm sorry about
No,
that.
no,
I really
no.
am.
Dude, you're not.
Now
This
I'm
is
getting
funny. This
paranoid.
is what we're good.
Okay.
Oh, stop it. That's podcast.
Tell the story. I'm
All right,
growing
so
up as
this
a kid.
This girl.
I'm walking with my legs.
And now I'm starting to get angry. Just kidding. All right, so this girl, she was kind of, she wasn't all there up top.
She didn't have big boobs? Oh, no, you're saying her brain.
Yeah. Okay. And
Wow, that was my
we,
first
we
thought.
would be playing, like, let's say we'd be playing in the neighborhood, football, soccer, whatever, and she would just like ride her bike in a circle and watch us from down the street, kind of like as if she was like
All
a
of you or
ghost.
like mostly
all,
you?
all of us, just like and look and then come back and we would like notice.
That
it,
was
but
her playing.
That was like
That was
she
her-
would
that was
just
the way
watch.
she- that was the way she
Whatever.
played,
We grow
yeah.
up, she get older, she progresses, but like now she's probably like 33. She Facebook friended me years ago when whatever Facebook came out. So then all of a sudden, like 7 months ago, she started poking me, and I
Yeah.
just exit out. But every day, as if she. So then I leave it. I let it go for like 7 months.
She
I
wants
don't-
your
I don't-
attention, I think.
So I don't poke back, but I leave it up for like like.
What do you
I
mean
feel
leave
like
it up?
You just don't click
Oh,
it,
'cause you
exit
can't-
out
oh, 'cause
then
then
it says
they
it
can't poke
hasn't
you.
been received yet. Yes, because it was annoying me.
Wait, people know when a poke has been received?
Yeah, because
I've never
they can,
poked
They can go to
anyone back,
poke
I don't
because
think.
they obviously she can go to poke again, and it'll say he still hasn't.
Oh, okay.
chose
okay,
to
okay.
deny.
I get, I get it.
So
So you-
she,
so you leave it up
So I
there.
leave it up. Think it's been a while.
I'm Lenoci, I'm leaving the poke. Hey, who gives a fuck, huh?
Yeah,
A poke.
Hey, so I leave it, and it's up there. So I figured out by now she's probably given up. I get rid of it. A day later,
No way.
it pops up like meeting every day.
Yeah.
Every fucking day. She sat up there and goes, "Oops, still hasn't received." Every day for months.
I
So
don't
why
know,
don't you
I-
bang her out? I don't get it. Why
Yeah,
haven't you
dude.
banged her out.
Bang her out,
You're gonna
bro.
make me sound like the biggest asshole
Fucking
on here.
nail a hole in her holy vagina.
Yeah.
Either way, shut up. What if she listens? Anyway, so
She
then I was
listens,
thinking,
dude.
Yeah,
She's,
sounds
yeah,
like
she's
she does,
listening.
yeah.
This is the
maybe-
girl.
maybe
Michael's
she's-
talking about me.
So it was just weird. So now I left it up again because it's like because then I wanted to.
What's her name, Michael?
Hold on. Oh, I gotta.
Come on, she's your biggest fan.
This is gonna be horrible.
Only
I'm gonna
fan.
go to her Facebook and read her statuses. This is gonna be hilarious. So I go to her Facebook.
You'll do that to her, but you won't say her name?
No, dude, you can't say people's names.
Did you put the mic down during a podcast?
That's fine. Keep them entertained right now.
Keep
Dude,
them entertained. Michael's a great co-host.
this is the best podcast. A guy goes, "Hey, do you want to do my podcast?" And then
I'm gonna
everything's
talk-
visual.
Yeah.
Everything's visual. Now he's just going through his fucking phone with his shoes on that he described earlier. Remember that?
He wants to submit to VPN, so
Dude,
we're preparing for that.
What
So
are
we're
you
just
doing?
keeping
Yo,
it visual.
shh.
what's her name?
Her name's Ashley.
What's she look like?
Ashley what?
No,
Because that's my fake girl name. Every time I tell somebody a fake girl name
What
is
color?
Ashley.
What color hair does she have?
brown.
How
Jeez.
tall is she?
She's over there trying to masturbate.
5'3".
Yeah.
And what color hair?
All right. Either way,
Later.
Are they succulent breasts
I hope.
or succulent? There's a
Um,
difference,
better
you
be.
know.
so she yeah. So it was just weird, and it's like I don't know what to do. And I go to unfriend her, and
Why? Because she's poking you?
it was getting annoying. Like, but I go
So fucking leave it up.
oh my
Just
god,
fuck
she
her,
might.
dude.
So she lives in. This is back
She's
home.
updating her.
That's
He's
so
like, I
dumb.
want to read her status right now. She's like,
So,
currently
yo.
listening to the not released podcast by Michael.
Yo,
I'm in his house farting. I'm the ghost on the chair.
She's not all there. So like the reason.
Oh, this is the not all there. She
Yeah.
was not all there when she was a little kid.
And as an adult, she's like autistic or something. I don't
Dude,
know.
there was a girl I went to high
So-
I went to high
you gotta
school.
hear
This
the
girl,
things-
dude, this girl. Oh, give me a second. And this girl would be like, she's like, hey Jeff. She had like a crush on me. Her dad was a billionaire, like multi-billionaire.
Oh, well,
Like
you do it
at
for
the
that.
time, he was one of like the richest people like in the world or something. And
Oh, you're talking about Bill Gates' daughter?
no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't like. No, I wasn't. No, he wasn't one of the richest people in the world. But he had like $10 billion. It wasn't like he had $1 billion,
Loaded.
right? That's fucking insane. So this guy had a lot of money, and his daughter, like he adopted this girl, I think, and his real daughter was like fucking hot. And then he had this girl who's just like just sad. She's kind of like a portly, stubby, weird. But she was like, there's something wrong with her, and she like got a crush on me. She told people she really liked me, so I was always really nice to her. And then she'd be like, hey Jeff. And I'm like, hey, like whatever her name is, I know her name. And she goes, hugs. And I would just be like, hugs. All right. And then she would try and do that like between like classes. And I'm like, hugs. Like, what do you get? Like, there's no way to be a nice person and be like, no hug. When someone goes, hugs, you don't go, not doing that shit.
Wait, could you have sex with her if you wanted to?
Dude, it would be like, first, she wasn't attractive.
Did you ever
so I
take
wouldn't
her on
want
a date?
Listen, if you have $10 billion, you're attractive.
Okay. Dude, what are you like, a LA girl?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Dude, I don't give a fuck about the people who have $10 billion.
You know why? Oh, come on. That would
Oh,
be fun.
jeez.
You could
That
have your
would be
own
nice.
slipping slide from
Whoa, yeah, those are $40. Those are the first thing you'd get if you're a billionaire.
I would have
You would have a slip and slide and a Nerf gun.
Dude,
with $1 billion? Oh yeah.
You could
Maybe
have-
time out. Maybe even McDonald's.
I would have my own
Do
theme
your
park.
parents send you money? You
with-
still don't have like a comprehension of like how what money is.
Listen, you didn't let me
Dude,
finish.
$1 billion.
Jeff Keith doesn't
You
let
could
me
have a
finish.
2-bedroom apartment for real.
You don't. You don't let me finish. You could have your own water slide going from like you could just do it. Oh man,
That's your example. You could do whatever.
You could do whatever.
Yeah, man, you fucking
have
could,
your
bro.
own water slide.
You know how many
you could get
dumb-
like
you know
probably
how-
a Ferrari
how this-
Testarossa.
You know what?
I have that Hot Wheel. I want the car.
You know how many dumb movies I would have put out if I had $10 billion? Like they would just be, oh, it would be so fun.
How many would you?
17.
What would your dumb movie be? If you could make a movie, what would it be? There's
Literally,
a movie.
I would want
You're
it-
the star. What's the movie?
120 minutes of me and all my best comedian friends, and we're all just like cavemen. There's no dialogue. We're all just cavemen.
Dude, all
No
right.
one would make
Well,
it till the end.
Hopefully the industry's listening
Hey,
to that
hey,
well thought out
how-
idea.
You're
Literally,
gonna get a
And
writing
that's
job
it.
after this.
literally, like there would be like
It's called the new test pattern they
it's
run
just
for
like,
TV.
That's the whole movie.
For
That's how
120
dumb movie.
minutes?
For 120 minutes. But like they would be doing things like things in present day, but they wouldn't be talking. They would just be.
So there's like a story with
Shoes-
no dialogue. Now it's like the best movie ever.
Yeah.
It's like the most interesting concept.
Yeah.
That was like the dumbest idea. Now for some reason you can see that's the
No,
most
because that was
interesting idea.
because
The
you
mo-
don't let people finish.
The
So you
Academy
gotta be
Awards, it would
boring.
be like
Like the most inventive
Yo,
cinematic
how funny-
venture ever.
But how fun
by
would
Michael
that be?
Lenoci.
It would be hysterical. Like, listen, I like it because I was a big fan.
Actually, now I'm thinking it's a horrible
No,
idea
come on.
again.
I was a big.
I'm going back
No,
and
it is a
forth
great
because I'm
one.
Is
high.
there music?
No, it was a great one because weren't you a big fan of Mr. Bean? I was a huge fan of Mr. Bean,
Yeah.
and he kind of he's just not a caveman. But just imagine like
Yeah.
Mr. Bean was great, no dialogue,
Classic.
and he got away with it.
Other people had dialogue though, didn't they?
Yeah. I didn't say other people. See,
So
you
there's just
you're
a bunch
write-
of Mr.
Hey,
Beans.
you're
You
a
said-
writer.
Man,
You're a
Mr.
writer
Bean.
on the movie. You just wrote in that
You
other
said
people besides
you and all
us
your
friends.
comedian friends were everybody, and there's no dialogues. Now
Yeah,
there's a writer.
for us.
Oh, writer
for
the
us.
scene.
So other people, there could be other people then.
So
Sure.
the stars don't have any dialogue,
Yeah.
but the people who
Sure,
aren't
we
that
could do that.
important
It's
have
up
the
to you.
dialogue.
It's all. It's up.
I'm
It's up
gonna
to us.
start to
sense.
feel more for the people talking. Probably. I'm
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna follow this extra ass bitch. who's
Well, yeah,
actually
but that
saying
extra's
something.
only in for a second.
I see what you're saying.
It would be.
Oh,
Listen,
1 second, huh?
you asked me what I could do if I could do a dumb movie,
I
and
meant
that's what
okay.
I said.
Fuck it. What movie would you really want to make?
What I really
You're
wanna
the
make?
star of. What kind of movie is it?
That's a good question.
Yeah, you might want to fucking prepare something like this if anybody ever wants.
yeah, what
to
if you meet
represent
that
you or
right
something.
connect?
Oh well, guess what? Then I guess I'm not ready for it.
They're like,
Not
hey
really.
man, you're the best thing ever. I'm the president of show business, and you're like, cool man. You know what? I haven't thought about any ideas yet. For me, what would I like to do? I don't even know what I
Well,
like.
Jeff, what would
you don't
yours
even
be?
know what you
Jeff,
like?
what would yours
Jeff's
be
probably
then?
already written a
Jeff,
feature
well-
screenplay.
Yeah.
Well, what is it then?
Well, the screenplay I wrote was about my only year of college on a Division III basketball team. It's kind of funny because like the college was basically the size of like a
What
public
college?
high school.
What college?
University of Redlands.
Okay.
So it was like it was just like,
What?
it was. I was on the basketball team, and it was like so important to me, like when I like all through high school to like play like college basketball, and then I ended up on like a Division III team, and it's just like no one gives a fuck really. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like that guy's on the
so this
basketball
is-
team.
this
Did
is
you
a
start
drama.
on
No.
the college team?
Huh?
Did you play on the college team? Or
No,
were
I
you,
barely
like-
played. I was like last guy off the bench, and then I think that some of that was the coach. The head coach didn't like me for some reason though. Everyone loved me, and the assistants loved me. They're all like, "You should be
someone
playing
not
more."
liking you?
I know it's weird. I didn't slam anyone's car door and tell them I hope they die.
This is just gonna become me and him ripping on each other now.
There's more to that fucking movie though. It was all about like most college movies are like it's like they show like this crazy year and it's like ends like oh man can't wait to do that next year.
Is there a college party scene where you go to a frat house and there's
Yeah, but it's all
1,000 people
based on things that
drinking?
happened.
Oh, well, then
that really
I
happened
would
to
be in the
me.
movie
Yeah, we went to college together. What the fuck? Why would you be in the movie?
because you would have a scene where you're going to a college party.
Oh yeah. Because at most
Oh,
movies, where there's a college party, I always see you.
Yeah, probably. Wait, we're the same age, right?
How old are you?
29.
No.
You're older.
Yes, I am 29. I'm 29.
Okay, so we went to college around the same time. That's
I
great.
didn't know you were 29.
I got yeah.
You got a what?
You guys
I
are
got a
old.
FSU.
fuck.
Anyways, my college story is like how I realized like I just want to get on, like it's like a great year and I want to get on with like my life and I like because I left college 'cause that's really kind of how it was. There's a lot of fun stories in the movie. I've had some people read it. They said the structure's absolutely awful because I didn't even bother learning that. But
Yeah.
they said like the characters and the story's good. And I
So are you rewriting it or you're like okay that
no,
was
we're
that?
not working on it.
See,
Right.
that's
We're
not
on
my.
TV
See, that's
stuff
not. That's
now.
not. I'm more. I like working on acting and stand up. I'm not big with
Oh, yeah?
writing my own feature.
What kind of characters do you like to play?
I don't know.
Michael?
I
I don't
like doing
know.
Sitcoms.
Yeah, like what kind of character? Like the
Sitcom.
goofy guy? You like,
Anything.
you like
I'll
playing the
do it
straight,
all.
like yourself?
I like
do it
I
all?
like doing the goofy. I rather be the goofy. I'd rather be
The
the
comedic.
goofier guy than the straight guy. But the straight guy's funny too.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Drama's fun too, and sometimes I'm more fun with sitcom. But
Do you do a lot of acting?
yeah, I do.
What have you acted in?
I haven't acted in anything yet, but I do
Oh,
it a
but
lot.
you
I do it
practice
every
a lot.
week. I work on acting. I have for 2 years now.
Dude, we were totally asking like, have you done
Well,
anything?
why are you gonna
And
ask
then you
me?
were like, I go to class. I
Yeah.
definitely do.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, hey, you
I'm
gotta
not knocking it. I'm just
Well, you
saying.
have to start somewhere. But I'm saying, why would you ask a question you knew the answers to already?
I
You know
didn't. I didn't know that.
I
Of
did.
course
Dude,
you know.
I'm the most
Guilty.
out of touch fucking.
Guilty.
He knew.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
You knew, so then
Yeah.
what? So then why
I didn't know
would
that.
you do that?
I didn't
I
know.
wanted to slip it in, just a zinger.
Oh, it's it's not.
Dude, I honestly didn't know. This is how
makes
out of-
sense to where you're at.
This is how out of touch with shit I always am. I was just telling Gerard Carmichael this tonight because I just found out about
Oh.
his show, so I was like telling him congratulations stuff, and I was like, dude, I fucking texted Natasha Leggero congrats on Free Agents after it had been canceled for like 2 months, and then I felt so bad because she was like, thanks,
my
it was
God.
canceled, right? And I was like, oh my God. I go, I'm so sorry. Like, I honestly, I'm on the road. I had no idea. Like, I
Are
don't
you
know
kidding
anything,
me?
dude. Yeah.
You
It
should.
felt bad.
Wow.
I should have asked Mo Mandel. Yeah, man, canceled. Show's canceled. Can you believe that? Do you like chest hair? Good, because I got it on my back.
Michael did comedy time.
Do you like Free
tonight.
Agents? Good, it's on my back. Huh?
Have you done comedy time?
What?
Have you done comedy time?
A long time ago, yeah.
Michael did that tonight.
Oh, really? Where's the Ice
His
House now,
comedy
right?
time
Yeah.
at The Ice House.
How'd it go
When you did
with
it,
Jan
where was it?
Smith? Comedy Time used to be run by the guy, my first manager. They used to do it like the Brea Improv, and then it got taken over by other people. And Jan does that. I've done it, but I used to do it like I used to host it a lot because I would just like they'd give me like $100 or something, and then that's
To
what I was
host?
How? This is a long time ago when I was managed by the people that did it.
Oh yeah. Well,
And then when I went to the Ice House, I did it once too. Because Jan Smith, when he took over booking, was like, "Can you send me something?" And he goes, "Can you do a comedy time so I could see your material?" Then do the comedy time. I do like better than everybody. And he's like, "You're really good." He's like, "Now email me at," and he gave me the email that I originally emailed him at. And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I fucking know the booking email. I'm in here. What is your deal?" And then every time I do that club, I have a great time, and like fucking the staff always like, "Why don't you hear more?"
So what clubs do show you the most love?
The Laugh Factory used to show me a lot. Now I'm fucking don't know what's going on with that.
have you You ever have a threesome?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
How many?
A couple.
Damn, you live a sweet
How's
life.
your relationship? Why he's so timid? How's your relationship with your
No, I'm just
girl?
doing really high. What? How's my relationship?
How's it going right now? I know you've been with her for a while.
We're
and
trying to
you've-
make things work.
I'm
I
sorry.
appreciate you asking.
I know
I'd
you
like-
were upset
and
about
how-
it.
My
come-
grandfather passed away in March. You want to really drive this thing into the fight?
I'd like to know
March? So it's almost been a year.
what
How's
what
that?
started the. What's the biggest
Almost
issue in
been
the
a year.
relationship?
It's like still a quarter of a year away from.
So that's almost a year.
It's closer to not a year, I guess. What?
What's the biggest issue that
This
was,
guy rounds up, huh?
What's the biggest problem that was causing your relationship to end? Or
Just a
having
lot of
trouble?
trust issues,
That's
you
gone.
know.
You on the road?
Typical stuff, me on the road,
Yeah.
and, you know, it's just
Once trust is gone.
kind of both ways. I mean, that's a saying. It's kind of a negative Nilly of a saying. I don't like to think that way right now. But, you know,
You'll be all right. I think it will work out.
I hope so.
I mean,
I
lie
really
a
do.
lot though too.
Huh?
I lie a lot too though.
You don't want it to work? Why would you
I
give a
said-
fuck if my relationship doesn't work
I
out?
didn't say
You trying to
I
fuck
want
me
it
or
to.
Christy?
I said, I hope it will.
Oh. And then you said you lie a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't. That's what I'm saying, dude.
No,
so
I
you
didn't
don't
say-
hope it will.
No, you crossed me up. I didn't say I hope.
I didn't cross you up.
Yeah, because I didn't say I hope. I said
Yo, you
I
crossed
said-
me up.
No,
What is
no,
that,
no. You did,
1991?
I go. It will work out,
Okay.
and that's what I meant to say. Is I lie sometimes. I
Jeff,
don't know. if it
I was
will.
wondering, do you think you could give me some advice on how I could get a girlfriend?
I don't know, man. I don't know you that well. Why couldn't you get a girlfriend? Do you have like too high of standards? Do you fucking?
I think that's one of his problems.
That's one of the problems.
What do you like?
I'm awkward and shy. I like petite,
Okay. That's
cute girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spinners. We call
Yeah.
those spinners.
Yeah.
Right, Lenochi? Ping! Right?
like
Because
a
they
little-
get
All right. I'm just
little
trying to do it.
spinner.
doing a little character work.
Anyways, so you
Don't
like
get me
little
started.
girls? Like, are you a butt guy, boob guy, both? You like? Does it
Both.
matter?
Yeah, it
You're
doesn't
more
matter.
face guy.
More face, yeah.
Okay. So you don't care about
face.
curves, really?
No, I don't like curves. I just like
Don't like
petite.
curves.
Yeah.
Whoa. This is what black people think
Like
of all white
tiny.
people.
Yeah.
I like black people that always go, you can't handle that. My
Yeah.
my
You're
other
too skinny, man.
yeah. What?
Yeah, I like them skinny.
But that's a young thing. I feel like the older.
Hold
you
on,
get,
hold
you
on. He's
appreciate
talking.
it.
Yeah.
I like them skinny. I like nice, smart girls. You know,
Nice, smart girls.
ones that force me to talk to them because I'm shy.
You're shy? Well, that's fucking right there, dude. What do you can just you know the problem.
Yeah, you're right. So that's it.
What am I? Well, you can't not talk, and then they're like, "Hey, the guy who's not talking, who hasn't introduced himself, I should probably just immediately fuck him right now."
That's what I want. I'm
He's
very
interesting.
approachable. I'm very approachable.
So you want people to approach you?
That'd be nice.
Oh, it's because you're scared of the approach, right? He's scared of the
Yeah.
approach.
Yeah.
You got to be bold like Lenoci. What I like to do is walk out with my balls outside my fly, right?
You don't.
But my dick is in my pants. That's ridiculous to have that out. But just balls on it. But it takes them a while to notice, right? And then when they finally go, "Are you fucking bald?" And then you just go like, you check your watch, you make a time, and you go, "You won. You can suck them." Am I right, fellas?
Oh man.
Okay.
That's
Was that a good
That's
tip?
good advice. Yeah.
You're just too shy, man. I think you're scared of the approach. Fear of failure.
Hey, you know how you get better? Practice approaching. Practice on the uglies if you have to.
No,
That's how you work your way up.
This is what I.
But that's mean to them. 'Cause
I
then
give-
they think that I'm interested in them. And
Hey,
I'm
he's
not.
right, man. He's a
Yeah.
good guy. This is something I've told people. I told another comic this once because he was talking to me about this. He was like, "Yeah, man, I feel like the girls I like don't like me. Like he's like, I like blonde girls, like white girls, blah blah blah." He wasn't white, and then he was just like, and he goes, "I just feel like that type of girl doesn't like me." And he's like, I'm like, dude, first of all, you're totally psyching yourself out. Second off, I go, you're not gonna like end up. Well, you're never gonna be in a relationship, and you're probably not gonna fuck anybody who like doesn't like your type. I go, well, you don't know that all blonde girls or like white girls don't like. Yeah, I honestly think this guy's like a good looking guy, and he's on TV and shit. And so I said, let me tell you like this, man. If I go up to a girl, so guys get all like dejected. You go up to a girl and you're like, hey, what's up? You know, my name's so and so, and then she's just like, leave me alone or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Guys are like, oh fuck, I feel like a loser. It's like, would you want to be with a fucking bitch?
Yeah,
Like that's a mean thing to
true.
do. That's like she's not a good person. Like if a girl's like, oh, like I'm sorry, I'm not interested. That would hurt worse than like the girl like shoots you down. But if a girl's not interested, it's like, dude, physical attraction is like a big part of it. Whether people
Yeah.
want to pretend they're not shallow or whatever. So like, as soon as a girl sees you, she knows whether or not she thinks you're good looking or you're her type or she would ever go for you. So if a girl turns you down, she's not if she doesn't habituate, she's a bitch. But if she turns you down, she's not a bitch or she's not like you're not
She's
her
not
type.
in it, yeah.
Like if a girl came up to you and she wasn't your type, You wouldn't just be like, well, I'll fuck this girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, guys might do that more.
Somewhat.
Yeah, but like if you, but I'm
Bipolar.
saying like,
Yeah.
what do you
That
want
makes
to
sense.
force somebody to like what they don't? You know what I mean?
You're
That's-
right.
So
Wait
it
a
doesn't.
minute,
It doesn't
wait a
matter.
minute.
So
You're-
getting shot down by a girl, rejected is. It's not even really rejection. I don't think.
You're on to something right there with the force them to
Huh?
like you. You're on to that.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
on to something.
Do you
like that.
do you find it harder to hit on girls that you have to see all the time?
I don't know
Or
what
is that
girl I
easier
see
for
all
you?
the time.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying you do, but let's say a waitress at a comedy club that you perform at all
Oh,
the time.
yeah.
So you know if she rejects you, you're going to be seeing her again.
Oh, I
next
see what you're,
week
I
when
see
you
what you're
perform.
saying.
Does that make it harder for you, or you still go for it?
I mean, you're not an idiot if you approach a girl if you're interested in her. Like, you shouldn't feel
Yeah.
dumb. Why? Who cares? If you approach, say there's a girl named fucking Ashley. That's our fake girl name. Say there's a girl named Ashley that works at the Improv, and you like her, and you go, hey, Ashley, like, you know, if you want sometime, like, I'd like to take you out or something. And then she was just
Oh,
like,
you're so cute.
and then, yeah, and if, no, she's like, oh, like, really? Like, that's okay. Like, I have a boyfriend. You're like, all right. Okay, like, you know,
No biggie.
yeah, and then like if she's like, oh, like, or you know, like I just don't think so, like I'm not, but she makes up some girl excuse, like I'm just like not like there or whatever the fuck. Just be like, all right, cool. Like if you act like,
If you
oh,
don't make it
really?
easy.
Well, if you ever change your mind, I want to take you out. Like then it's fucking like you
Yeah.
if you make it weird.
You're right.
yeah, that's
Great. Great advice.
Okay. Ah,
Great
my
advice.
palms are sweaty.
Then you just sit in
You're
the
just holding
corner
a
and
ring
stare at
box.
her.
I guess I'll just see if. All right.
Man, that's great advice. What's the funniest prank you've done? Are you allowed to talk about specific pranks you've done?
Probably not, but I'll tell. There's one that's not going to air. I could probably talk about
Yeah,
that because
yeah,
I know on
let's hear that.
Disaster Date I tell a story on stage about a prank that's never going to air, or like never aired, and you know the show's not on the air anymore, so it's not going to air. But there was a couple pranks when we did the studio days because the show we do pranks, then we do like the in studio days, and where we like watch the pranks and we all talk, and there's like a studio audience, we like, make jokes or whatever. And, like that's like a big part of the show. So. We're watching all the pranks. We did all 10 episodes in a week. We filmed all of them, and I was like, the first or when it was done, I was like, oh man, they didn't fuck. I go, what happened to my plastic surgery bit? And then fucking the executive producer goes, the network said it was too mean. You guys are gonna release this in a couple weeks or whatever, right? In a week or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The show's called Jerks with Cameras. We're supposed to be jerks, and I was fucking dude. Like the two bits were like all the sound guys, like audio, and all the camera guys and the producers were fucking rolling. Like for me, both of them, the network said were too mean. I had this other one where I was just on the street with a guitar, and I actually got like I drank before I did it because I just thought it'd be like funnier, and I was going through shit. That's really why I did. But I knew I could pull this prank off drunk. I knew it wouldn't like hurt the prank. So I just had a guitar like I was like a guy singing on the street. And when people walk by, I would just shit on them. Like, but I was doing it like with a horrible song. Like I was just strumming it. And I'm just like, fucking stupid looking guy in
That's
a gray hat with a tiny dick. And then like they would like stop and be like, fuck, what the fuck are you fucking talking to me? And I'm like, just playing music, dude. I don't know what your deal is. Like,
like
and then
that.
like I'd be like, guy with his girlfriend, she's gonna break up with him. I can tell. Like whatever. I would do
That's
like
the
shit like
best.
that, and people, dude, I would like make up a new thing.
They
and
didn't.
the
they're
network
not
said
gonna
it was
put
too
that in?
mean.
Oh man! And what's the other? And what's the hospital one that you said was too mean?
I was handing out plastic surgery coupons. So like people would walk by, I'm like, hey, 50% off, and they think it's like a food plate or something. Then I'd be like, plastic surgery, like as they're grabbing it, and the people are like, oh, yeah, no, it's all right. And I'm like, no, yeah, you should keep it. Like,
Oh man!
and then they were like, oh, I don't need plastic surgery. I'm like, no, yeah, I see like 15 to 17 things right now just from me looking at you. I go, that's an untrained eye. I go, the doctor will find more. Like, and like like people.
Do you tell them that you're pranking at the end of the prank? Do you go, but you're being pranked?
No, they'll tell them. Like the producers will tell them.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't like
But not
disaster.
like
it wasn't
me.
disaster day
Oh,
where
right.
we'd be like,
No, Santino
before
comes
you
out
leave.
and goes, you've been punked.
Yeah. Good man. Santino comes out.
Because you're punked.
Hey, Mike, what do you call your act? Screeching halt? I like shitting on you so much. You're so fun.
That one wasn't as good.
You should
Come
name
on,
your
Geoff.
comedy album Screeching Halt. Because you bring the show to get it? Okay.
I mean, other than the fact that I carry everything that I'm around.
I'll do my next comedy album. I think I'm going to name it Bombing. I don't think any comic's ever done that.
Do you have a comedy album right now?
I have 3. Yeah.
3 comedy albums. Jeez.
My one out now is on iTunes. It's my third album. It's called Catch It Between Your Cheeks.
And do you feel
Damn.
that it's your best album of the three?
Yeah, and I feel
Yeah,
like if I
better
did one
shot.
now, it'd be better.
I mean, yeah, I would hope you would always think
So you're
your
pretty
latest
prolific.
album
Yeah, I
is
know.
the best.
But
I saw a friend like I hadn't seen in a couple of years, like a couple nights ago, and he was like, "Yeah, we like him and his wife were talking, and his wife's fucking like annoying, and my buddy's kind of annoying too, but like a high school friend, he's a very nice guy, but what the fuck they were like, oh yeah, like we haven't seen you live for like 4 years, and or something. I'm like, or they mentioned some show a long time ago, and I'm like, oh, I go, I'm way. Like Jen was talking about the first time she saw me. And she's like, Aaron was like, oh, we're going on a date to my buddy's comedy show. And she was like, telling me how she's like, oh, this sucks. I'm going to have to like fake laugh because it's his friend. She's like, but then I was like, oh, he's actually funny or whatever. She told some shitty story. So I just go, okay, great. Yeah, I go, well, I'm fucking, she said like, oh, I wonder how, like, I'm sure it's like the show's different now. I'm like, oh yeah, it's way better than I was back then. That was like fucking 2006 or something, you know?
Yeah.
And then Aaron like rolls his eyes. And then he's like, I think we saw you like, and he didn't roll his eyes yet. He's like, I think the last time we saw you was like probably like 4 years ago or something. I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking way funnier than I was 4 years ago. Like way better than.
Yeah.
And then he goes, okay. And he's like, Mr. Disaster Date Star. And I'm like, I wasn't saying it because of that. I didn't say I'm funnier because I was on a TV show. I'm saying like my fucking stand up is like
you've
way
been honing-
better.
You've been honing your craft.
Yeah,
for
it's
more
way
years.
better than it was 4 years ago. I'm not saying it wasn't funny 4 years ago.
Fucking, who is he? What's his name?
Dude, this is you want
Everyone
you
poke
want,
this guy on
Hey, you
Facebook.
want no, don't
Yeah.
do that. No, do you want to know? You want to know a fucking funny story about this guy? This guy is like, okay, his dad's like a salesman, and like he's one of those guys that like he really looked up to his dad. So when we were in high school, he was always like, I went to high school with this guy junior and senior year because I transferred to this private school, and he was like, yeah, he goes, I want to be a salesman. Like he told me all these like different sales tactics and stuff. So at his wedding, I was one of the groomsmen or whatever. And the fucking, was it the morning of the wedding? The morning of the wedding, he calls me at 7 a.m. And he goes, hey, man, what's up? Oh, did I wake you up? And I'm like, no, dude, I get up at 7 a.m. on Sundays. I'm a fucking comedian, dude. Like, I don't wake up at 7. So I was like, I'm waking up like a half hour before your wedding.
Yeah.
So then I was just like, yeah, no, but it's his wedding day. And he knew it was his wedding day, and he fucking planned this out for sure. And he goes, yeah, because he knew I couldn't say no to him. You know what I mean? About anything. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, man, no, it's not a big deal. I was going to get up soon anyways. And he just goes like, yeah, he goes, so we were thinking like the whole bridal party or the wedding party should all, we're thinking about taking a limo to the wedding. And like my parents live in like Lake Forest, California. That's like near Irvine, you know, like 5 minutes south of there. So he was getting married. He's getting married in like Santa Margarita, like or like Coto de Caza, where he lives, which is fucking not near anything. That's in like South Orange County. It's like, but it's way off the freeway. It's like near like these toll roads you have to take and
Like
everything.
an hour from you.
No, well, I was going to leave from my parents' house, so like no, but it's still like 25 minutes or whatever, 20 minutes, just because all off road shit.
Out of the way.
Yeah, out of the way. And because the wedding, like the wedding was there, and then the wedding reception was up, like it was only like 10 or 15 minutes north, like right up the freeway, you know. So we go. So I didn't need to fucking. I wasn't ever gonna ride with him. But then he calls me. He goes, "You were thinking about getting a limo." You know, that's what everyone was thinking about. And I'm sitting there like, everyone was not on a fucking conference call right now at 6:30, and then you called me at 7. Like, what are you talking about? I go, you thought of that. So I didn't say that. So it was his wedding day. So I just go, oh yeah, man, yeah, cool. You know, I go, yeah, it's cool. And in my head, I'm like, it's fucking annoying. I got to drive to San Marino, whatever. And then I go, it's his wedding day. And then he goes, yeah, so cool, man. He's like, so you do that? I'm like, yeah. I go, I'll drive over to your house for him. And he goes, all right. And yeah, just one more thing. It's like he goes, $40 a person.
What?
And then
No.
and then I go, and in my head I was like, I remember like leaning off my bed like on my
This is
parents'
in
house.
prom.
Yeah, and he goes, yeah. He goes, they wanted a limo, and then like they fucking made everyone chip in and pay.
No, you don't do that.
And his fucking family is
weird.
loaded. Like they're rich.
That's so
They live in a
bizarre.
mini
and
mansion.
and it's a wedding. That's not how
Yeah.
weddings work.
So the story gets better. So he goes, or worse, however you look at it. So he goes, yeah, it's gonna be $40 a person. I go, what? And he just goes, yeah, you know, like pay for the limo, you know, or whatever. So we divide it up, but it'd be like 40 a person. And he goes, we just wanted to know if you'd want to do that. And I go, I don't know, man. I go, well, what did everybody else say? And then he goes, oh, you're the first person I called, which is a fucking sales tactic he's using. It's like it's bullshit.
And a second ago, we were all thinking.
Yeah, I know.
And you weren't all thinking.
He might, to be perfectly honest, maybe he said we were thinking he was talking about him and Jen. I remember, I don't know. I just remember there were a lot of bullshit and there's a lot of fucking holes in this Swiss cheese story. So then he goes, so I go, yeah, man. I guess like if everybody else wants to do it, like I'm not gonna be the guy that says no, whatever. I go, it's your wedding, and I already got this guy. Oh, I gotta tell you a fucking other thing before I'll finish this part because I'm high, but I have to tell you. I should tell you this other part first. So then he calls me back like 2 minutes later. It's like, really? You hit up everybody by now? Like you got a verbal yes from everybody. So I was the first person you hit up. You went and made the rounds, whatever. So he calls me like, yeah, everyone wants to do it. I'm like, cool, man. Got it. I go, I'll bring you $40 and I'll be at your house, whatever, right? And then he goes, all right, cool. And then I think I don't remember for sure if we hung up and then he called me back to say this or he just goes, oh, one more thing. I can't remember how exactly it played out, but he goes, does Tiara, my girlfriend at the time, he goes, does Tiara want to ride in the limo too? He goes, would you want her to ride in the limo too? And I go, well, yeah, man. I go, she's my date. She's my girlfriend. Like, you know what I mean? She doesn't know anybody. Yeah. I go, of course, Tiara. And he goes, okay. All right. So then I guess it would be 80 for you.
But then another person should bring the average down. So if anything, it should at least be $38.
No, dude. So you want so the fucking prelude to that story or whatever was he invited me. This is so this I should have fucking just flipped out. But it was all like under the guise of it's our wedding or whatever, right? He invited me to the bridal shower, and I go, isn't that for girls? Because that's like you're supposed to have the bachelor party and then a bachelorette party or like the bridal shower. The bridal shower is like it's for the bride. Whatever, it's not the bachelorette party, but whatever. Yeah. So then I go, well, I don't know, man. I thought that was like a girl thing. And he's like, yeah, but we're going to do a thing where like, the girls do their thing and then like the guys, we're going to play cards or whatever, So I go, all right, yeah, whatever. I go, I'll go to the bridal shower. And then he goes, because I'm in his wedding party, He didn't have like a lot of close friends and whatever. And I was his close friend at the time. And then so my mom goes, well, you got to get a gift now for the bridal shower. Like you don't show up to a bridal shower without a gift. So I go, all right. So I fucking got him like a $75. I know he's already getting a fucking wedding gift, right? So now I'm giving bridal shower gifts to go play cards, which I don't do with him, right? So then I show up, I bring the thing, and then I go, hey man, I was like meeting everybody, and I go, where's Jen's mom? I go, I've never met Jen's mom. He says to me, oh, she didn't come. The bridal showers aren't really her thing. I go, do you think fucking bridal showers are my thing? Her fucking mom isn't even at the bridal shower, which is 4 women.
And her daughter.
And it's her daughter. I'm just a groomsman who's fucking coaxed into playing cards and dropped a $75 Home Depot gift card on the table as an extra gift. Not even knowing a couple days from now, I'm going to be paying for a fucking limo ride I don't want to take that's out of the way for me and my chick.
This is a great story. You need to this is going
to be his next special.
Dude, I've never talked about that on stage. I don't think it's that funny, dude. It's a pretty long story.
I think there's very funny parts of it. You can make
there's very funny parts, dude.
But
hey, is your date going to want to ride with you? No, dude, she's going to take a taxi, and then I'm going to...
I've never heard...
I'm going to take my car, because she doesn't have one, to your house to get in a limo, but she's going to go fuck herself.
I've heard other stories. I've heard other bad wedding... There's so many... people have a lot of wedding bad stories. I've heard people getting up it's kind of known if you're in the wedding party, minimum gift is $100, at least like $100 gift. You know what I mean?
I didn't know that, but I'm sure I got him $100 gift.
It's like because usually it's like $100 a plate to invite everyone. So if you're
prelude to the fucking bridal party story, I had to miss his bachelor party. I was like at that time that was 2007. I think he got married. My career skyrocketed. Like Pablo Francisco took me on tour for all of 2006. I'm doing sold out shows with Pablo. Like I'm on his fucking special. We're doing all this stuff. Like it was great. I was like at that time you could sell CDs after shows because they were like MP3 players weren't really around or that popular at all. So I would fucking sell I would quadruple my money with CD for the week from featuring because I was selling all these CDs. I would just sell out everything. I would sell I remember in Ontario, I sold fucking 30-something CDs one show until I'd average 26 or 25. I mean, that was the best week ever. But the point is, and I'm selling these for $10 a piece. Is my first album. Like I was making like all this extra money. So it was great. Then fucking my manager, who was one of Paul's managers, like had a nervous breakdown or whatever, left the business. Paul's other managers, for some reason, didn't want to rep me anymore. Took me off his tour. Took away dates I had on the books. Right. So this is all during 2007.
What'd you do?
I had like I already booked like live at Gotham on Comedy Central, so I was like I had that one thing going for me, which like made like people like want to rep you like when you're young and book like a TV spot because they're like, oh, maybe he's a star and we can just fucking ride him and do like nothing.
Yeah.
So I was able to get like new managers and stuff, but like still I was not making as much money. Shit was fucking like whatever. At the time, Jay Moore was like putting me on some shows. Like he wasn't touring really at the time, but he was doing like the local improv. So I would do like Ontario or Irvine and Bray and stuff with him. And, you know, I needed the money. So I had to work when I had to work. And I think Aaron probably in his, like when he tells stories like, I can't believe Geoff missed my bachelor party in Vegas, but I needed money.
Yeah.
Like I was an adult. I was making all this money and then I just fucking stopped. Like if Jay Moore wants to fucking, you know, and I took the Sunday show off because
is this the side thing that you wanted to tell us, but you remember that you wanted me to remind you about when you were talking about the wedding?
No, I told you the bridal party. I already told that story. No, so I took Sunday off because I had to go to the wedding, and Jay gave me shit about that. Jay was like, I can't believe you're taking off to go to your friend's wedding. And I just go, bro, I already missed this whole bachelor party. I go, believe me, man, I'd rather be here doing the shows.
Yeah.
And so I bet when Aaron tells that story, he's like, "Oh, Geoff fucked me."
I mean,
like,
he's
not a true friend, but it's like, "Hey, man, I need the money." He didn't fucking care about that at all. And
that's
then he
your future.
fucking and I told him too. I was like, "Dude, I need the money right now. I don't know what's going on. Like Jay Moore, like could help me out. Like he likes me a lot right now and everything. I need somebody to help me out. I have nothing going on, and I didn't have nothing going on really. I mean, I got with an agency and stuff.
You got to go to the wedding. I don't care.
Dude, but
like,
then
I'll miss a show for my best friend's wedding.
Yeah,
that's one
exactly,
time.
dude.
I'll do that. The bachelor party, though, I would do the same. Even if it's my best friend's bachelor party, and I'm doing
this would not have been a fun bachelor party, by the way. Like his other friends, I just remember being like,
depends. Actually, it
I don't think
depends.
I'm gonna have a good time with these guys.
Yeah, you made the right call.
Oh, I don't regret it at all. I mean, it's like, and I wasn't like his best friend. Like we were buddies for sure.
Yeah.
We were close and anything, but I mean, at that point, I don't know how close we were. Like we were close when we were in high school.
I just went to a family wedding, and I met a girl there that I liked, and it's my cousin's cousin. You guys think that's okay to go for?
Yeah, but it's not related to you at all.
It's not related to me at
Yeah,
all.
so
But
who
if we got married, we would have a lot of the same family going there.
Dude, if there's no blood, who gives a shit? That's like,
Yes, that's what I want to hear.
why did somebody tell you otherwise?
You know, it's kind of, some people think it's pretty
It
weird.
sounds weird, like
It
when you just
sounds
said
weird.
it, but like
But yeah, there's no blood.
I would just
Good
be
to
like,
go.
at all. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, who cares?
Good to go.
I would just be like, it's my cousin's friend.
And then they'd be like, "What's the
Screeching halt,
relationship?"
dude, coming in 2014.
Well, that wasn't meant to be a joke. I'm saying for safety factors.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Just tell people it's your cousin's
If
friend.
I want to be dishonest about it.
Well, why make it weird? You
Then
know?
what do they
Yeah.
say? I'm his cousin's friend. So someone's claiming the cousin and someone's not.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, it's my cousin.
Dude, I'm not even like close with my cousins really. My cousin Jason is very dude. This guy.
I don't care. About
I was about to
Jason.
like do a bit that I do because I have a funny story about Jason, but that's fucking weirdly lame. I'm not doing it.
Podcast bits.
So I'd like
I
to
have
come on.
two. I have
Hey, Geoff,
three
So
weddings.
I heard you just did this. Well, it's funny you ask.
I have 3 weddings in 2014. I have to go to.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot, and it's expensive
That's what happens.
because it's
man.
Do
flight.
you have to go to Florida for all of them?
2 of them in Florida, 1 in New Jersey.
Jersey, hey.
I've never been to Jersey, so
You ever been to Jersey?
but it's in June, the same weekend as my birthday, so I don't have to commit to that one because it's a friend I met out here that so that's what, like, the 2 in Florida are good friends, college friends, high school, like, that I've known for a while. I have to go to those, but you know, I'm going, and if I could miss a road date because I'm going to those, I don't know, you know, but you have to go to best friends.
You have
Weddings.
to go.
You have
do.
You have to.
Are you doing like a Christopher Walken?
You
I
have
feel
to-
like you
you
turned
have
into
to
How do you
Christopher
go.
afford to do
But I'd
that?
go.
How do you
I'd go.
I got what to go to weddings?
Yeah, fly
It's
out
back
there all the
home,
time?
so it's not like you have
Friends.
to. Yeah, you just do it.
Invite.
What do you mean?
Come on.
You fly a lot. I
Wedding.
fly a lot. I have points. You know, you just do it. You fly.
Points. I'm flying.
You fly. You fly a
In the
lot.
air.
How many times you fly a year?
I don't know. Dude, I remember when I was doing that huge college tour, I remember 1 month I counted the flights I took. I took like 50 flights or something in 1 month.
Just this past year,
It might have been 60 something.
Do you still do a lot of colleges?
I do. Yeah, I do. I don't do like I did. Like that year, I did like 120 in a year.
Is it NACA or something else?
I got a lot of them through NAC.
Me and Lenoci just got EBT, so our fridges are loaded with yums. You know, good
EBT.
food.
Was that like welfare?
Food stamps, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm probably the best person at scamming this government.
Really?
Oh, like 2 years ago, I had unemployment. Well, they kind of caught me, but whatever.
They caught you?
Yeah, because I was like claiming that I wasn't working as much.
Good,
Are they
man.
listening?
You know, that's
But you gotta
taxpayer
do-
money, right? You know, people are paying for
Hey,
you to
man.
be a piece of
I
shit.
heard
Well,
Ari
they were
Shaffir
paying.
still
They're
gets
paying for
unemployment.
me to chase my, to work hard towards what I'm working
They're
for.
paying you to chase your dream.
What I was doing.
Or does no one
I
else's
didn't-
dream matter
No,
as long
it
as you get to
doesn't.
chase
Listen,
yours?
Jeff, it doesn't.
This is such a fucking horrible liberal mindset.
Let me explain something to you.
Go ahead,
I didn't-
MSNBC. Tell me all about it.
Hey, I didn't sit around and do nothing. I fucking.
No, you're
busted-
chasing your
I
fucking
busted
selfish
my ass.
dream
Yeah.
while everyone else like me pays for it.
Michael
Thanks.
Lenoci does
You-
3
hey,
mics
I
a
pay.
day.
Hey, listen, I pay for it too. When
With what?
When I make money, I'm paying for it. I was.
When you make money, you're paying for it how? Like eventually, if you make a lot of money and pay
They
taxes.
take taxes out when you make money.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I know.
So I'm paying for myself too.
So how are you getting EBT and paying tax? You're
Because
paying federal tax.
I know how to fill out forms.
So you're not getting it like under your real name.
No, I am.
We just
I just-
fudged the numbers.
So you're
a
paying
little bit.
taxes
I fudged the
and
numbers a
getting
little bit.
fucking welfare. You're breaking even then.
Well, I mean,
What do you mean? Do you pay federal taxes at the end of the year?
why do I feel? Yeah, of course, yeah.
So then you get them. So you're just getting your money back basically.
If you could look at it like that.
So you're kind of like breaking even, kind of like it's
Isn't
like,
that
oh, here's
cool?
1,000 for my taxes, and thank you for the 1,000.
Yeah.
Basically.
But you probably make more a year on the welfare than you pay in taxes.
I mean, like when I would bartend.
You're coming out ahead.
When I would bartend, you don't claim as much as you really.
Well, that's not something I don't feel like you're an asshole for doing. That like no one does that. No one claims like.
So
yeah.
so then when I get a paycheck from
Yeah.
bartending, the paycheck is so small. That's what I show them, and I'm like, hey, this is all I'm making. So they're like, oh shit, give this guy some money.
They
Give him
can't
some
tell that
food.
taxes are taken
Feed
out.
this guy.
Where do you go get that stuff?
It's online. Literally every comic does it. There's
lot
a lot of
of
comics
are
that
on
do it.
food stamps, yeah.
Like I've told it.
Not-
I've
not-
been telling people, and like people are on board. You go on, dude.
I've literally
They give
gotten 4 comics
Dude,
to
they
get
give
food
you.
stamps.
Yeah, man. I mean, you just especially
They give you how much in food?
190 a month
Yeah.
$190
to negotiate.
food.
Yo, you know how many every actor should do
in
like,
EBT cards or like money?
Yeah, it's
It's
a
EBT
debit
card.
card.
It's a debit card.
It's
Yeah.
not even embarrassing.
You know
to
how
go
places
anymore.
that take EBT. Yeah, I know.
Shit.
I know.
You know how many
Yeah.
you know how many people are like acting and then you're not like everyone should. You need it to survive, yo. Because you can't work.
Or you could get a
full-time.
fucking job.
You can't
That's
work
crazy.
full time.
That's
how many
just
people
crazy.
could work full time? You. How many people work 40 hours a full time work job and do stand up and act?
I don't know, Mike.
No one does.
So it's everyone else's responsibility to float everyone
Well, I don't
who
understand-
wants to chase their
Well,
selfish dream.
but why are you
no,
going against
dude,
it?
listen. I just want you to know that's what you're saying.
yeah.
I'm just asking you.
But
I'm not
that's-
saying I agree or disagree
Oh,
with you.
okay. Well, then you kind of acted like you disagreed.
Well, I do.
Well, okay, you disagree with.
I kind of disagree, dude.
I
That
think
like
it's
that's
very
that's a
selfish.
very selfish thing to go. Everybody else is paying, so I can do exactly what I want to do. Well, some guy's slaving at
Hey,
some
Jeff,
fucking office. You think he wants to
Jeff,
do that?
I don't give a fuck.
I know.
To be honest, about that guy at the office. Like, I give a shit. I don't fucking care. You know what I care about? Is doing stand up every night and working on acting, and that's it. You can't have a 40-hour
So
week
it's a
job.
very selfish thing.
Okay, sure.
You can have a 40-hour job and chase your dreams
No,
if you had to.
No.
If there was no welfare, what would you do?
People, you can't.
What would you do if there's no welfare? Would you
I've-
chase your dreams?
I still did it for over a year. I work at. I would bartend. What do you mean? I still
Exactly.
do it.
You got a job.
I just get an extra. You act like I don't have a. I've always had a job. I've never not
Yeah.
had a job. I'm just getting.
That's why
extra
it's
money.
a fucking mind fuck
I'm
kind of what
just
you're
getting
doing.
extra money
Yeah.
so I can buy my
Paid for by
so I can-
fucking me and other people who pay
Hey,
taxes.
hey,
and then they raise our taxes because they have to pay more.
They
'cause
raise their taxes because of me. You're ridiculous. Yo, how about this?
they
Thank you,
do.
Jeff.
What are you
Jeff,
talking? Why do you think they
because
raise
of what?
taxes?
Because of me. Well,
Because government waste
because of
and
just
then
me.
I
Because-
didn't. Did I say just
No,
you?
be-
That would have been the dumbest thing ever. If
No.
I said you are the one
But
guy.
you're s-
Michael, you're abusing
My
the system
point is,
and we
Jeff,
don't like
here.
it.
My point is, Jeff. Thank you for my Miami Dolphin Nikes.
Okay. You're welcome. There's nothing I could do about it.
Yeah.
There's more people fucking now that ever that are like on
here's
that.
what we're doing. We're exposing the problem. You're absolutely right. Everything you're saying is right. We're exposing the problem so they fix it. You're
Yeah.
welcome, America.
Keep exposing it, guys.
Hey man, when you don't do a college for 2 months, how are you making money?
I've saved money and I fucking.
He's a responsible adult.
Yeah. If I don't, what do you mean? If I don't do a college for 2 months, do you think I'll do colleges in the summer?
So what if you do? How you make it? So you save up throughout the year. But what if you didn't have colleges?
He has
And
his TV
how would
show.
you make money? What if you didn't have that though? Before you didn't have that,
I fucking worked and
Oh,
then I
where'd
did
you work?
stand up.
where'd you work?
I worked at a BJ's restaurant.
And you made
That's good.
made
Like
enough to
the
pay all your
dessert.
bills.
Yeah.
Well,
I
why is
fucking
that
lived with somebody. I had a roommate. I didn't go like I didn't.
But I'm saying,
you
why is
don't-
that shock? You know how many comedians out there don't make enough to live?
Do they? I know a lot of guys like you that work a good job, and like I know, like I think like Mike Cetera, like
yeah,
he
me
works
and
and like he
Cetera,
works really hard.
I do too.
Yeah, so I'm saying, okay, great, and then you're also whatever. My point is, guys like Mike Cetera can't pay his bills. I'm sure he can.
I don't know. I have no clue.
Dude, you can make it like you don't go if like, oh, I only make this much a month. You don't go, oh, I'm gonna live in a fucking 2-bedroom by myself or whatever.
Of
You
course
fucking live where you can live.
But let me ask you something.
I need to be in a very nice
Let me ask
area.
you-
So
let me ask you something. If they're gonna give you money, then why would he? Why not take? Like if they're gonna give you
Who's
100,
they?
the government. If they're gonna give you $190 towards groceries a month because they feel like you're not making enough,
Here's
even
my
though
point.
my the money I make pays my bills.
I get your
why
point,
not
dude.
take it?
I don't like government. I think the government's stupid. My point is, if more and more people think the way you're thinking, which is exactly what's happening, then eventually it's just our whole country will be a welfare state.
Uh-huh.
There's no incentive to work. Like even right now, I've seen numbers where it's like, if you work a job, you work like 40, 50 hours or whatever, you make your salary, whatever, it comes out to like 45 grand a year. There's people in your same situation who could just like live off the government and not work, and they make like 38 or 39 or something. So it's like, what would you rather do? Fucking nothing and make $6,000 less?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like that's a problem.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
people.
It's a mindset too of people going like, oh, I deserve all my shit to be taken care of. That's just how it should be, and it gives government way too much control. They already have too much control.
That's fine, but like I'm not.
That's fine, but like it's like I want it, man.
No,
I feel like this podcast has been so weird.
It has-
We've talked about
There's
so
so
many
many-
Now it's
different
gotten so
things.
political.
So
the
many
thing
different-
is, the thing is, it's not. Listen, I pay my rent. I pay all my bills. This is just paying for groceries, and I don't. I
I
think that's
get what
great.
you're
He knows
saying,
what
dude.
EBT is.
You
I
are
know.
not. I'm not.
Why
dude,
you shut the fuck up?
Dude,
I
I'm
know.
not saying you're sitting around not working.
I understand
I
you're not saying that.
appreciate
No one
you
said that.
work.
No
but
one
the-
said that
but
you were
the-
saying
but,
that.
But this, when you say if they're just gonna give me the money,
Yeah.
why not take it? Yeah, that makes perfect sense if you think that way.
Okay.
So everyone's gonna eventually, more and more people are gonna think that way. They're gonna be brought up like they're gonna see their parents living like that. They're gonna go, oh, I don't have to strive for anything. You get stuff. I never have to worry about
I
food
get
or whatever.
like, okay.
Yeah. So then that's going to be the mindset. It's a deteriorating
Yeah.
society.
Okay.
I know you don't care. I'm just.
So then why are you talking?
But
My
I
point
am
is,
right.
why the fuck are you guys talking to me like that with that tone?
What
All
tone?
I'm saying is your whiny voice right
Jeff,
now. Why
That's
are you-
whiny?
you've
I
made
am
it.
whine? It is a
Yeah,
little whiny.
it was
That
whiny.
was whiny.
I'm gonna be honest. That's why I'm like, why are you?
Are
Coming
you
at
like
me like that?
legitimately
Jeff,
angry?
A little
Jeff,
because I'm like, why
You
are
are?
coming at- yeah,
That's so
absolutely.
funny, dude.
Oh,
I'm
so
so
now you
high.
calm down. Because
Calm
you-
down. I'm
right
thinking
there,
it's
right there,
funny.
right there. Your
Wait.
voice, what you just did right there, right there.
What?
Like it's
Mike,
as if
Mike,
You're
Michael.
angry right now. This
Yeah,
is
no, I am
hilarious.
angry.
Why? I'm on your podcast.
because you were getting. Keep this going.
This is great.
Keep this going.
Keep
Because
this
you were
going. He's not
Wait.
moving like he wasn't
Guys.
going to stop anything.
Guys, you've made
He
it
said-
an hour and 3 minutes on Disaster Podcast. Here's
Well,
Dude,
no,
he
because
just looked at you and said, no, keep this going.
Because
You didn't
what
even
the fuck is
budge.
he- yo.
Was he about to stop
I
something?
he
I
was
was.
about to.
Let it roll, dude.
He was about to stop.
Why?
Because
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 he's-
Mike's having a
this
tantrum
is
on his
getting
podcast?
intense.
Because good. I like this. This is fucking real shit. That's good.
This is real.
No, because I was saying it, and
We're
you were.
exposing the
Here's
problem.
what was.
What
fun.
if nobody
I-
listens to this
I-
podcast?
they
That's
don't- they
this
probably
is the
don't.
weirdest thing ever.
They don't-
We're just
Jeff.
3 dudes with headphones and mics talking.
Yes, they probably won't. But here's my point: my point was
I hope
you
they
were
do.
getting annoyed that I was doing what I was doing. You were. That's my point.
I don't know
You
if I was
were.
annoyed.
The tone of your voice changed.
Was I
when
annoyed?
said
Did I
that.
sound
You were.
annoyed? I'll ask him.
you
I can't
both
tell.
sound annoyed at one another.
Thank you. That's all we did.
No, I just wanted to just point out what you were doing.
I think Jeff is
And
right.
I get
though.
what you're pointing out,
Yeah.
but I just said, like I said earlier, I didn't give a fuck, and you were getting
right.
annoyed
You're
about that.
selfish.
Well, I'm annoyed that a lot of people think
That-
like
but that's-
that,
that-
which
those are
which
those
is
people. Don't get
bad
annoyed
for
at me.
society.
That's what
You're
I'm saying.
one of them. What do you mean? I didn't blame everything on
I'm not
you.
one of them because I still work.
But you're still one of them.
Because
it is better. I do consider it. I do consider it better that you work.
You described the people who didn't work. They're like, oh, I'm just going to give them money and not do anything. That's what you were saying. You were describing the people who.
But regardless, if everybody, even if everybody had a job and they were all getting the welfare, that's still money that we need to pay in taxes.
What he's saying, what Geoff is saying is that even though you work and you're taking food stamps,
it's still taxpayer money.
You don't need to take the food stamps. Food stamps is meant for people who can't get a job, who don't.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's people. It's for single dads who are working full time but can't afford to feed their kids. It's for homeless guys who can't work because they're mentally disabled.
And then
like you got an accident or something.
Yeah. Go back to and I get what you're saying. Like I would get annoyed because when there was a point when I wasn't working enough and I couldn't make enough and I had supplemental unemployment. I was still kind of working, but there wasn't enough hours.
Okay.
I got annoyed when people were on unemployment and didn't do anything, but at least
they're more annoying.
But not even.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, but then that's all. I
didn't say you're the worst person alive.
I know. And then when
you're close.
Just kidding. Okay. I love that you got angry. Are you still angry?
No, I was getting more angry when
that was so funny to me.
I was getting more annoyed when I said, that's fine, I understand. And you go, I know that you think that it's fine. And you kept getting annoyed that I was saying that's
high,
fine.
right? Like I'm still high.
I get it, but you still were getting annoyed that
I was
saying
I probably didn't realize, was the conversation over? It sounded like it might have been over and I didn't realize it.
Who produced your comedy CDs?
Me.
All three of them independently produced? That's awesome. And you edited them,
I didn't edit them.
You independently got the people
I got people to
come
do it.
out.
Yeah. I feel like we've had like a lot of weird,
we've had
different
a lot
topics.
Of twists.
I was talking about bridal showers and shit, and then next thing I know, Lenochi's legitimately angry with me.
Well, because it's
fucking. Look at me, still pissed. Hey, look, I don't.
And then I try to.
Why did you ask me to do the podcast if I annoy you so much?
You don't annoy me so much. Do you think that I get annoyed at you?
This happens every time we hang out.
No, well,
I'm the call out guy, dude. I just did what KT said I do. I called it. I couldn't let it lie.
I don't get annoyed at you a lot. I get annoyed at certain things you do, but I call you out. I'm like I don't like when you get down about shit, and I'm always like,
that's true. You're a pretty upbeat guy.
I'm like, come on, dude,
I get down a lot,
that's the only time I call you out about shit, and that's it. But I do get annoyed.
That's not really like calling me out. It's kind of like a friendly thing. Like, you know.
Listen, I like you.
You're a positive
guy. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't hit you up. Thank you.
Are we gonna go watch you hit on chicks after this? Because I remember you asked about that.
That should be a TV show.
We should totally do that.
Yeah, that would be.
It should be called Screech and Halt.
Dude, good full circle right there. I think we
just
need
practice,
to
man. Practice right now. Come up to me and just introduce yourself and say, "I think you're."
Hey,
what do we say?
Nice to meet you. My name's Ari. It's good to meet you.
I wouldn't end with Ari. You just say, "Hey, I'm Ari."
First,
this is what I say to girls. When I didn't have a girlfriend, I just would go up to girls and be like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Geoff." I go, "You look really cute." I go, "Hey, what's up? I'm Geoff. You're really pretty." I go,
"That's your opening."
Yeah,
that's your first sentence.
Yeah, and I go, "We should hang out sometime."
Without even getting to know them, you just say, "Hey." So you're saying I should go up to a girl?
I'll get to know them if we hang out.
Yeah, but before you get to know them and hang out, you say. Your first line of girls, "Hey, I'm Geoff. You look really pretty. We should hang out."
You know what you need as a
I
new
say,
show?
"You're really pretty. We should hang out sometime." All right, so I say, "I think you're really pretty. We should hang out sometime."
No, that's awesome. I wish I could.
I kind of banter.
Say, hey, I just sorry. You
dude, because
really
look, what?
We should hang out.
Yeah, and then she's like, if she's like no or whatever, I'll be like, all right.
You're right.
That's how I.
Now, does that same thing work if I Facebook message them? You know,
that's what I do.
That's a different world, man. The online game.
Online, on Tinder, I fucking get straight to the point. I'm like, let's hang out.
Fucking Tinder.
Oh,
let me see your Tinder right now.
His standards are way out of his league.
Yeah.
Show me like a girl. Look at your phone or something. Show me like a girl that you think is like a you want to be with her. I don't know.
Like I want to be with love, or just I want to.
I don't know. Like
I mean,
whatever. Like what? I don't know. Like a girl.
Like
whatever.
A girl that.
Either one.
Okay.
He's like,
you want to see a picture of a girl I want to love? Or you want to see a picture of a girl whose face I want to come on multiple times in the same night?
That's right.
Because those are two different women.
It's sad truth.
We had just like that girl's like a very pretty girl.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. Yeah, she's like.
Oh wow.
You know.
Dude, still then, fucking, if you saw that, do you know that girl, or are you just like Googling models?
No, I know.
What is this? It doesn't even look like anyone's page. I thought you were going to show me like a girl you know.
No, I know her.
Oh, you do know.
So why
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
hey,
Oh,
why
okay.
don't hey message her right now? Be like, hey, what have you been up to?
I mean, I'm pretty
It's
far
2
away
in
from
the morning.
I'm pretty far away from the computer, but that girl looks like stunning.
Yeah, she's hot. Oh,
I mean, those are also like airbrushed pictures, though. So
Yeah, they are a little bit.
He's literally going from max to max. Like, yo, step into
Hey,
reality.
I don't know how
bro.
to fucking shallow how this for you, but you might want to fucking.
For those of you, because I know
take
this,
it down a
I
scotch.
know that,
Jesus.
that you guys are listening to visualize that he kind of looks like a younger Adam Sandler.
Yeah, have you seen Adam Sandler's wife?
Yeah, that's after he's become.
Guy's got like $400 million.
Fuck.
You're making valid.
But dude, that's
valid
a dude.
arguments.
Still, man, if you fucking want to be with a girl like that, then if you see a girl like that, then you got to approach her. You can't just sit there and think that girl is gonna come up to you and be
I'm gonna ask
"Hey,
her.
I like nebbish guys in the corner," and you're like, "Oh well, I happen to be a nebbish man in the corner."
You made me way more Jewish.
I know.
Right.
I'm Jewish.
Okay. I,
Just so you know, it's okay for me to do the voice. Look at Lenoci. What are you
I'm
doing?
gonna ask her
I'm
to
on
the
Tinder.
Ice House Christmas party. I'm gonna ask her to the Ice House Christmas party.
The Ice House Christmas party.
Chance.
That's the poppin' one.
Let me see. Let me see what your Tinder is,
You want to see
dude.
my
Can you,
profile?
like, do you hit up girls like at this hour and then meet up with them? I heard Tinder's
have
like a
before.
fuck app.
I mean, some girls.
It's like
take it
Grindr
it
for straight
depends.
people.
You
Yeah.
gotta.
Yeah.
It depends. Some girls are like, they're like, oh wow, you get straight to, wow, you get straight to business.
I know, and it's like, well, aren't you on Tinder? That's what I would say.
you want to see my
Why
profile?
are you on here?
That's like.
Is that what you were
Oh,
asking?
here's my Tinder strategy.
Oh, let me see these. I want to see. No, come on,
Wait.
give me those. These
So-
are. Let me.
Hey,
Here's the
Mike,
first
Mike, tell me if you use
Give
this
me the
strategy
phone,
on
dude.
Tinder. Listen
I'm
to
not
my
gonna-
listen to my Tinder strategy. You know how Tinder, when you're scrolling through chicks, says how many Facebook friends you have in common? So I find chicks with Facebook friends, then I look them up on Facebook and poke
I do
them.
that. I
Yeah.
don't poke them though. You can't poke because every girl thinks poking.
First
people
off,
down.
Michael's first picture on Tinder. I'll show you how to do a
Adam.
visual podcast. This is a commercial headshot.
Uh-huh.
I'm the fucking fun normal guy.
Yep.
I drink Miller Lite. This is about Michael. I'm honestly just looking for someone to scratch my back, literally. Should put a comma after back. Don't be annoying when you have hiccups. Just hold your breath. That just shows you're like cutesy and fun. I fucking love this guy, dude. This guy's so awesome. Everything you need to know about me. And here's my website. So you know I'm legitimate. This guy in 3 sentences did it, dude. Fucking, I love Lenoci. First picture.
Because then they
Everyday guy.
Yep.
Is this it's a fucking headshot.
I have literally the
That
best
is-
profile.
Dude, this is awesome.
Watch how much. That's why
I
I
would
get so
totally
many
be like,
matches.
I want to know him.
Yeah, this is why I get so many matches.
First, I'm just gonna redo this real quick. First sentence. I'm honestly just looking for someone to scratch my back, literally. Fun, right? Don't be annoying when you have hiccups. Just hold your breath. Cutesy. Everything you need to know about me. Here's my website. I'm legitimate. Let's go to the next picture.
Wait, you
Oh.
put your website on Tinder?
Yeah. Because then if they like me, they know pretty much everything about me. So now we're
Dude,
closer to straight to business.
Second Lenoci picture. This is your. I'm out and about. I'm kind of just. I'm not really like. I don't know. They're taking a picture. So this is me. This is me. Like you just caught me in real life. I'm not. I'm kind of smirking, but like I'm not smirking at. You're not looking at the camera, right? This is just showing them like, yeah, I just look good, natural, just walking out. Fucking. I'm just outside in my cool hoodie, right?
Watch
I
the next
fucking
one.
love this.
Watch the next one.
You reading to stuffed animals? That's just, dude. Just copy his profile. No one knows you guys are friends. I mean, I'm
That's
sure
what
people
I'm
do
gonna
know you're
do.
friends.
I actually did yours for you, didn't
Just
I?
No,
fucking
but
copy.
I need to just copy.
Copy
yours.
Lenoci's profile word for word. This is fucking awesome. You're
Yeah.
literally reading to stuffed animals.
It's so likable.
So likable. Next one. What is this? What do they call this again?
Like one
That's-
of those black and one.
Yeah,
like,
but no. What do they call that? It's
I
like
forget.
a certain. So this
that
is just
one's
like,
not that special. I could get rid of that.
This
if I
one
wanted
is
to.
like what do they call it? Like not mosaic. It's
yeah. Mosaic.
No, mosaic is when it's like the pixelated stuff. This is this mosaic? I don't know. It's like it's like the gray thing where it's like it's all color distorted and stuff. So it just shows like how you have good features. Nice shaped nose, perfect lips. Look at the eyes, big eyes. Chicks love big eyes. Always open your eyes big, unless you look crazy. Last picture of your dog in a happy birthday hat.
To show him that he loves animals.
Well, this guy literally got so anxious he grabbed his phone back and started fucking liking chicks.
Thing I do. Here's another thing I will do. I look at miles. How many miles? If they're within 4 miles.
Yeah.
I can let them go down a number. Like she can be a 6 if she's within 4 miles because I know it's convenient.
I love when guys use this 1 through 10 scale. That every single guy has a different scale.
Well, whatever. In my book,
Nobody's
I'm saying,
scale is
if
like.
she's within 4.
Nah, man. Stacey Dash is a 9. She's a fucking 10, dude.
If she's within 4 miles, I'll
Yeah.
think, I'll be like, all right, I could work with that. If they're over 4 miles, you got to be, you know what I mean? Otherwise, I'm just like, that's too far.
That's very interesting.
It's a good logic because
I
I'm just
really
trying to
thought
get-
that was interesting, but I said it during a yawn, so it sounded like I was making fun of you. But I really think that's
No, I
interesting.
think
it
it's-
makes total sense.
I just literally am trying to get them over into the studio. I've only had 2 girls come over straight over. That's hard to do.
And what
Ask them
happened? What
if they
happened?
want to
Did
be
you
on
fuck?
the podcast.
One was a fuck and one was a blowjob.
One was a fuck and one was a beach.
Actually, no.
You're like,
Well,
wait,
only-
my mistake.
my bad.
Neither one of those stories ever happened.
No, the blowjob only came. The one who
The blowjob guy.
the chick, the one chick I had to meet her for one drink. We met for one drink. Now
was it that night?
It was that night. And then and then
she came back?
in Orlando. I met a girl. We met for a drink. Banged her. Then in
Whoa.
Santa Monica,
Made love, please.
Santa Monica met for a drink. And
You drove all the way to Santa Monica for a chick.
Oh, we've continued.
She must have been
We've
a 7 or
continued.
8.
No, we've continued. And
I hope she listens
I
to the
didn't-
podcast. She'll
I
know what
didn't-
she's dealing
I
with.
Yeah,
would've-
can you have her on the
Petri dish dick over here.
she
Can you ask her if she has any friends that
She,
are looking for love?
Yeah. That's about that confidence we were talking about, man. That was nice, Ari.
don't say love. That's
You
what
got to
will
do
scare
it,
them
man.
away.
You can't fucking junior high the shit and send your friend over to be like, well, my friend thinks that you're fucking kind of cute.
Where can people find your shit, man?
Oh, well, everything's you can Google Geoff Keith, but it's GeoffKeith. Pretty hard to find. It looks like
Fake as
Geoff.
shit.
So
I have a
if you're
book out.
listening-
Real quick, I got a book out called "Guys Have No Game: A Book of First Impressions." It's a compilation of the funniest online dating site pickup lines. And
Dude, so
you
you're
go-
an expert in all this shit.
You
we're
go to
talking about,
guyshavenogame.com, pick up a copy on Amazon.
How many pages is that book?
I don't know. I mean, I have copies of it. It's not. It's just like it's screenshots of all the things.
holiday.
It's not like we wrote it.
Oh, okay.
what do you do for the
compiled it.
holidays? Where are you going for the holidays?
Not sure yet. I was
see.
talking to my friend Sean, who's in the Philippines, and I was thinking about going to see him and going to Boracay Island for New Year's, which is a beautiful place. I've been there. But then me and Chrissy hopefully are working things out. This is gonna be so funny if like it doesn't work out, and then your podcast comes out. I'm like, people are listening, like, oh, I hope it works out with them. Then they like go Google me and they're like, Geoff Keith found fucking drunk in a gutter, depressed.
Don't do that.
Didn't work out. No, but so yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing that now. I don't know how
Any
things
dates?
are.
Any dates you want people to come to your shows?
I don't have any dates. No, I don't have any real dates.
If you're listening to this, poke Keith on Facebook. Poke Geoff.
I wouldn't
Find
even
him.
know who's on this. I don't check pokes. I'll check them.
Yeah, poke him on Facebook.
I know
poke
she's
him,
checked
Michael.
out.
Hey, have a good night, everyone. Keep listening to Late Night in Hollywood. Love you guys. Bye.